Coming to you live and direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson. Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter.
Oh, hey, welcome to the show, folks. Oh, boy.
Look at those lungs.
Yeah, every time they get on me, they get on my case for coughing. But I want to let you know we're at episode 199. We got episode 200 coming next week.
Wow.
Some exciting news coming along with it, so make sure you check that out. But keep rating, reviews, subscribing, and all that horse shit. And also, make sure you go to thejoshpotter.com. That's where all my tour dates are. And boy, oh boy, this week, I'm going to be in Dallas. The 25th and the 26th and 27th, Dallas Comedy Club. Come on out, come see me. TheJoshPotter.com is where you can buy tickets. Outside of that, August, we got the 15th, Omaha. We got the 16th and 17th of August, going to be in Des Moines. 24th of August, going to be in Boston. So many stuff, so many dates up at TheJoshPotter.com. Go check it out.
What's so many stuff?
I know, I couldn't talk there.
What's so many stuff mean?
So many stuffs.
Isn't that so annoying when people do that?
Yeah, I know. I screwed up. Yeah, they're going to be in the comments. What does that mean? So many stuff.
Well, I like that they don't like you coughing.
They don't. They go. One person is very adamant. Some people have embraced it. The cough. We all cough together, actually.
But they're mad at you for what, smoking?
Someone gets mad. They get mad at it. They go, stop vaping.
Because you cough after you vape.
Yeah, and I'm going to get pesticides or something. I say put the pesticides in me.
Put it in me. Shove it in me.
Annie Lederman's
Fill
here,
me
folks.
with pesticides in my holes.
Annie, plug everything and anything.
Oh, we're plugging in the front.
Yeah, we do that.
Good job, Josh.
Please. AnnieLederman.com is where you can go.
Shows.
Dash shows.
Slash shows.
Slash shows, not a dash. You don't want a dash.
Dash. I'm sorry, I'm cursing in the good boy time.
No, that's okay. It'll be beeped, and people complain about that as well. It's not on. People are like, "Oh, what is this?"
I know. I'm like, blame China.
Yeah, blame.
Dig a hole to China and jump in there. And
blame YouTube for being up our butts.
You thought you could dig a hole to China when you were a kid, right?
Well, I think I could dig a hole to China
when you were a child.
You know what I thought as a child? I go, maybe it's possible, but I don't have the gumption or
it's not
to
be
go do it. No, I will.
You're like, I'll jump in after someone digs it.
I thought it'd be. I go, how far can I dig? I always thought that.
Was China
China was never the goal.
Okay. Because for me, China was, I thought maybe it was like a universal.
I wanted molten lava.
But wait, did China think they were digging to America?
That's an interesting question.
Okay, we have our Chinese child correspondent.
Do Chinese children, if you're a Chinese child out there, I don't know if you can even get this
Chinese child Roach.
If you're a Roach out there in China, when you were a child,
okay.
Did you think you could dig to America? Was that a common, because that's a common saying here in America, oh, I dug a hole to China or whatever, I guess. It's like a analogy or what have you. I wonder if it's the case, like you said, digging a hole to America. Did you figure it out over there?
Yeah, but when does this come out?
This comes out next week.
Okay, so not that far off. All right. You can see me this weekend. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona at the Desert Ridge Improv.
Yeah.
I'm there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday because somebody's about to get fired. And just kidding. We love everybody. I'm so excited to be there on a Thursday. It's going to be fun. The Thursday show actually will be banging. Come. They're going to be great shows. I'm then in the Comedy Bar in Toronto, Canada, August 30th and 31st. Then September 12th, I'm doing a one-nighter in Eugene, Oregon. And then after that, September 13th and 14th, I'm going to Tacoma, Washington. Then October 10th, I'm doing a one-nighter in Naples, Florida, Off the Hook Comedy Club. It's also a delicious seafood restaurant. So enjoy some fish while you watch your favorite Bish.
Enjoy some fish while you watch some fish.
Don't make a fucking fish joke, but
why?
Then you did it. Because I'm a lady.
It's my home. I'm doing it.
Okay, then I do Tampa, Florida, the 11th and 12th. And then October 18th, 19th, I'm going to the Mall of America. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm doing one night in Chicago at the Den Theater. And then I'm doing Boston over Thanksgiving, which is very exciting. Can't wait to go.
Wow, you got the whole 2024, AnnieLederman.com/shows.
More will be added.
More will be added.
Comedy Store, Annie Wood and Friends is on the 26th of August.
What is new with Annie? I haven't seen you. I haven't talked to you. Tell us what's up.
I am doing great.
That was the toughest way to answer for her because she was going to say 10 secrets.
I'm wonderful.
You were trying not to say a secret.
I was going to go so-and-so's a
Yeah. Well, did you hear about so-and-so?
No, before we started filming, I was like, did I tell you on this one? And he was like, yes, you already told me.
No, we talked about it the other day. We did.
It was a juicy one.
It's juicy, I guess. It's also just a nothing person.
I know, but the nothings can really...
The nothings bother us sometimes, I would imagine.
The nothings really get into
And by us, I mean you.
Well, the nothings really think there's something.
And yeah, I mean, I guess, but people are going to think we're being mean girls here.
No, okay.
These are literally just takers, just people who don't offer you anything. They don't give you anything. They're not beneficial people to have around you, but they just suck.
They ask and they bring nothing.
Yeah.
They don't. Someone told me that they had said about like pertaining to when you meet a famous person, like the amount that you bother the famous person, like you have to think like, are you bringing them anything?
Right. I say that to Tom all the time when I work with him. I'm just like, thanks for the gig, dude. I always think that gig will be the last one because I'm not doing anything to provide. So, I mean, we don't even hang out that much. Like sometimes, like it depends if he's like fried or busy or whatever. We'll have like a great convo.
No,
maybe it's because I'm not up his ass.
No, but that's actually a different thing. That's like a different thing because you actually are bringing something.
Yeah.
No. You're hilarious. You're fun to hang out with. You're a friend. You're a pal. So it's like you're bringing that. You are bringing.
Yeah, we don't have to.
You have value, but I'm just saying these other ones,
chit-chatty or
these other people. It's like they don't have a good set.
Mm-hmm.
They want the opportunity, but they're not using the opportunity to like grow or be good or like entertain an audience. They're using it to like check off, like, oh, I got this opportunity.
And I'm not saying like, I mean, every time I've gotten something like that, I'm extraordinarily to almost like maybe an annoying level of grateful. And some people are just like, they are literally just suckers. They just like, and I say that not in a way that you're a dupe, but like you're taking from people, you're sucking them dry of like, you get a favor, then it's like, what's the next favor?
Oh yeah. No, I've had people that like, every time they message me, it's an ask and I just will stop. Either sometimes I've unfollowed, which you don't want to be mean. Like I'm not trying to be rude to anyone, but it is like, it gets to a point where it's like, you've only asked me.
Yeah.
Our whole interaction has you been asking me for things. Yeah. I have a active list. It's the people on my list are the people that when I see them, I run for the exits. I go, oh, and all of those people, everyone on my active list has
I see you act as if they are one when they enter.
Yes, when I see them, I clock the exits and I go as fast as possible.
Interesting. That's a great way to describe them. Can you believe, by the way, the guy that almost Trump looked like that?
I actually can't believe it.
I mean,
you would think he'd be older. Like I did think he'd be like an older, more disgruntled person.
Can we see the guy who's like Ford or the guy that like Reagan?
This guy looks.
Look at that. That's like a child.
His nickname was school.
Did you imagine getting got by this guy?
His nickname was school.
His name was school.
Yes, they called him school. He was on the rifle squad or something in school.
But didn't he suck?
And yes, obviously he was horrible.
Like, look at John Wilkes Booth. That guy looks like
I said this and people got mad at me on the internet. Like, I'm like, how are you misinterpreting what I said? But it doesn't matter. Be mad. But like, I was like, how embarrassing it is to try to be the president. Also, how embarrassing it is to miss and how embarrassing. The whole thing's so embarrassing. I also would be embarrassed. Yeah, I know Trump isn't. I would be embarrassed if I got in the air. You know when you trip in front of, it's like embarrassing.
Oh, sure.
That's so
I wouldn't have been embarrassed to get. Yeah,
I would have been. I would have been
close. I came to getting my head blown off. But look at John Wilkes Booth. There's Hinckley. Hinckley's kind of the man. So he up. He didn't Reagan.
Oh, he's the one that tried to.
The one. Now his thing was like, it's not personal. Jodie Foster wanted. I was trying to impress Jodie Foster. He tried to get Ronald Reagan to impress.
And he didn't know that Jodie Foster was a lesbian, which is so embarrassing.
Well, back then she wasn't.
He was
I mean, she was, I guess, but she wasn't out. It wasn't news.
I don't know that she was. Is she out now?
Yes.
Oh.
No, John Hinckley was like, I remember, I don't know if he wrote a letter to Reagan or what, but he did write it. At some point he expressed nothing personal. It was for Jodie Foster. Can you see if you do a little search on that? But now he's out of jail. So like here we are in 2024.
So are you saying that this is the fault of
it
celebrities?
Happened 40 years ago, in 1981, I believe. He's out of jail and now he's like performing music in bars. I've been trying to get that. I've been trying to get Hinckley on this podcast a little behind the scenes. I've been trying to get John Hinckley on this podcast since he's been out of jail. I've been DMing him. I've been emailing him.
He got out of jail.
Oh yeah, he's a free man. He
I
plays
don't
music.
Think you
he's a
can
musician.
shoot someone and get out of jail. That's crazy.
He didn't kill him. Not only did he shoot someone, he shot Ronald Reagan, the president of the United States.
You actually are rewarded for being bad at something in this case.
It's not bad. He outlived Reagan and he's out of jail. He served.
Is that how it goes? Like when the person you tried to kill dies, you get out of jail?
Well, he didn't kill anybody. He shot them.
Yeah, but
so it's lesser of a sentence.
Really?
Attempted murder for a president. I'm sure he got the book thrown at him, but he's out. And I think he got out in 2022, maybe even before.
Is his music good? Is it about shooting?
I have not listened to the music. I said I would listen to the music the second I book him.
I heard he's a one-hit wonder.
If he was in LA, I wanted him to come in. I had a dream of having him come into studio and playing for us. John Hinckley. I mean, it was a dream of mine.
What if he made his own guitar and it was made out of a rifle?
I don't know. He shies away from it. He actually came out and spoke out against the assassination attempt against Trump.
I mean, I'm so sorry.
Violence is not the answer.
This person cannot be out and allowed to tell us stuff.
He didn't do it. He had no political bent. He was trying to impress Jodie Foster. Don't you understand?
This is you like personal. This is you being like so like king of simps right now, where you're like, it's okay to be a simp.
It was to impress Jodie Foster. It had nothing to do with politics. We don't know the motives. Maybe this fucking
the motives.
Maybe this geek over here wanted to impress Sydney Sweeney. You don't know what the hell.
It's not self-defense, so there's no motive that's okay.
It's an act of. It's like, what's your love language? Act of service or what?
This kid is kind of cute.
You know, he was trying to impress, Peyton List or Sabrina Carpenter or something.
Nerd. Don't say List. He looks a little like Joe List.
But that's like a baby. I mean, that's like, could you imagine getting got by this dork? I would have been like, it would have been nuts. And now everyone's like, they got their conspiracies or what have you.
It's so hard to not have conspiracy theories, though. It's so hard because I will give this to Donald Trump. I did not know that the news could be fake. Like, I did not know that they could like.
Oh yeah.
It didn't. Not that I'm like stupid. I didn't think about it, or it didn't occur to me. Yeah. Like, it just wasn't like on my plate to be like, is the news real?
No.
And then when he started saying fake news, I was like, the news isn't fake. And then I was like, wait. Oh yeah, the headlines are all crazy. Everything's sensationalized. Everything's like. I was like, oh, obviously. So then once I realized that, I go, oh, there's no news. There's nothing.
When did John Hinckley get out of jail?
2016.
2016 is that long ago. Since this podcast has
existed.
Just
in time for there to be a really juicy president.
Literally all this time that this podcast is, I've been trying to get John Hinckley on this program. So tweet at him or something. I mean, he's got to come on. But yeah,
I think
guy,
you have a shot.
They shot that child or whatever that tried to kill Trump and he missed. And I mean, I can't wait to find out more about this.
But those are all older pictures of him too. He was a little bit older.
Really? I didn't realize.
Yeah, I think those were all like his.
What about pictures. So let's see. Okay, we saw John Hinckley. He's a dork.
Wait, can I tell you something?
Look up John Hinckley young. I want to see what he looked like when he was shooting presidents.
When he was a zaddy, you know who he kind of looks like. You know who he actually 100%. I've been watching Walking Dead. He looks like my friend Josh McDermott that played Eugene, the guy with the
yes, mullet. He does look like him. Now, so he like, could you imagine when you're back in the day when that happened? You'd see that picture. Would you say the same thing that you think about the guy that shot Trump? You'd be like, look at this dork.
I would go, look, he's a cute little guy. Cute little school shooter.
Can you see about Jodie Foster? Just let me get the story straight about. I know he did it but I want to see what his words.
But Jodie, can I tell you my Jodie Foster connect?
Yes, please.
I was sitting in front of Jodie Foster at a play.
Where?
On Broadway.
Wow.
And it was a play called Inappropriate or Appropriate. It was called Appropriate.
Okay.
But I was sitting in front of her. She's lovely. She's very Jodie Foster. Can't mistake her.
Hello, Annie Lederman.
Pointy face.
Annie
you
Lederman,
like a pointy face. But
no, I loved her. She was like, they were screaming.
Are you not surprised that I was at a play?
I mean,
knowing me, I didn't want to go. I was kicking. Tim Dillon kidnapped me and took me to play. I was pissed. I was actually mad.
Here's
Tim's
the thing.
my sugar daddy, so I have to.
Once you found out that you were sitting next to a celebrity, you were like, all right.
No, you know what? I brought my friend Leah McSweeney, who's a housewife, one of the housewives, a crazy drunk, like she has like crazy scenes, throwing shit in her underwear, naked topless. She had some epic moments. She's suing Bravo right now, but she's a wild one. But I brought her, so it was like her, me, Leah, Tim, and one of his openers, and I think it was John Kennedy. And so we were all there. Jody was behind us, and then one of the girls from Leah McSweeney's season of Real Housewives she was behind Jodie Foster.
Wow.
Don't you think that's crazy?
I mean, I guess these housewife shows are like, whoosh, so I don't know how
I don't watch
often.
them either. I only watch after I met her.
It seems like there's 18,000 of them. So it's like, are we around a housewife all the time? I don't know.
I have decided to say no to the Bravo shows.
Yeah, I don't do them. But Jodie Foster, so what did it say there? What was your blurb?
So are you talking about the letter that he originally wrote like to her trying to get her affection? Or like
I just wanted to know more details about maybe his motives for shooting Reagan.
I just love that you relate to him.
I don't relate to him.
You do.
I mean, it is a grand gesture. I mean, what if Jodie Foster secretly was like, I'm kind of impressed.
What's the craziest thing you've done for a girl's affection?
I spent a lot of money.
On what?
Hotels,
Did you ever
planes.
buy anyone like their Amazon wish list type thing?
Oh, okay. So I'll tell this story. A girl she just fantastically said once that she wanted to wear my blood around her neck.
Oh.
Or like we wear each other's, like in a vial. And I bought the vials.
And she was like, ew, I was kidding.
Well, she was like, that's like marriage stuff.
Oh, come on. What a cock tease.
So I still have the vials.
What a clot tease she was.
I still have vials. I was willing to be like, and do that.
But that's fun. I do want to see you with like,
I don't know if it was
I want to see you in like a
actually.
vampire-y, creepy
Well, I was in
relationship.
one kind of for a second there, but it didn't last. And no, I would too. I would like that.
You know what I think?
like a
you know what, Josh? You know
dark,
what actually just had
gothy
this
lady.
vision?
Yeah, what?
I think we need to work on your values, and I think we need to bring money to the top because
It already is there.
No, it's not because you'd be rich. But there's a block. There's another. What's happening is there's some other value that's way more, even though you don't want it to be, is higher. That's keeping that low.
Interesting.
Okay, but we need to bring that up because you need to get fucking rich because you need to spend some weird amounts of money on some
I've
weird
done
bitches.
some things like that.
No, but I mean, like, yes, you've bought flights and stuff. We need you flying bitches private. We need you rich so you can simp in a way that we've never seen before.
You need to be sex trafficking rich. That's what
Well, you're not gonna be, but you're gonna be you're gonna have the bones of sex trafficking, but it's gonna be kindness and it's gonna come from a really pure, loving way.
Yeah, no, for sure. 100%. Just like, well, that's what I said about P. Diddy when I first heard about his charges. I go, oh, is it illegal to fly? I didn't realize the depths and width of his scandals, but I thought at first I go, if it's a crime to fly ladies to different cities, I mean, lock me up.
Oh, I wouldn't even go there as a joke.
Why?
You know,
I don't know.
because they weren't ladies. Well, they were young ladies.
Well, in my case, they were not that young. They were like in their 30s. Is that still?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm like, Josh, creepy. 31-year-olds. Oh.
I mean, it's you never know. I mean, some of these ladies get mad at you for a couple of years. Meanwhile, Bill Belichick's fucking a 24-year-old. It's wild.
I do like that relationship.
You do like that?
I think it's so funny.
I didn't think you'd like it.
Can I tell you why I like it? She's not that hot.
She's so hot.
Okay, she's not that hot. She's not like, for what the money can buy, she ain't that fucking hot.
No, you're wrong.
She's very normal.
You're wrong.
Let me see.
I'll tell you
Maybe
why.
I haven't seen her.
I'll tell you why. Get some images. It's because she's fit. That's the goes. Look at that.
She's so simple. This is so easy. You find this
hot.
working at the mall. You find this.
I know, and I
this could be
try
working
like
at
the
Spencer's,
Dickens. I
but
try.
you have a simp mentality looking at her. I'm talking about it like this is a fucking. How much money does Bill Belichick have?
$1 bazillion.
$1 bazillion.
Yeah, but what do you want for that? I mean, look she's got an insane body.
Who is that
She's
guy?
gorgeous.
She won a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're watching her like hiking and she still looks like a smoke show.
She's fine. She's not. I mean, she's cute.
What are you talking about?
There's nothing. I couldn't pull
Look
her
at
out of
her
a lineup of other
body.
people.
It's insane.
No, that is a good body. But she's 20.
That's what you're paying for. It's to ride that Ferrari. It's like.
But I love that.
She's
I
gorgeous.
love it.
I think she's
They're
like
so
an
funny
11.
together. He's all drunk and acting all young. It's so cute. I love it.
Hey.
It's like you know what it makes me feel like? I don't know what his situation is with his wife. Does he have children and stuff that are
He's got grown ass children. His son
That are
was
older than her.
his son was the defensive coordinator of the Patriots. Yeah.
So way older.
Steve Belichick is like in the NFL as a coach. Yeah.
Do you think that his
Steve Belichick's my age? I think.
But how long has he been
Yeah, he's
divorced?
37.
What's that?
That's his son?
Yeah.
Why does everyone look like Josh McDermott? Everybody is like, I'm watching Walking Dead so late, by the way. I'm so in 2017 right now.
I know you're
I couldn't sleep the other
watching
day.
Walking
I
Dead.
couldn't, no, binging it in a way that's crazy. Like there's 11 seasons and Todd and I are like, we're doing it. And Todd keeps falling asleep before me and I watch like monumental kills. Like, I mean, kills that are like, that people that are echoing through the internet still to this day, like crazy kills. And I watched them while Todd was asleep and I could not sleep the other night. Like I was so like wounded
Amped.
by who died.
Oh, I see.
I was so wounded by it. I was like, bing, bing. This was me blinking. Bing, bing. That was me sleeping. That was the whole night. Bing, bing. Just the faces and I popped out
Well, which
at
one
point.
got you?
You watched it?
I watched it to a point.
Let's just
I
say the
I
one
got
death
bored with
reminded
it.
me of Josh Potter.
Oh, the eye thing.
The eye thing. Just
remember
because
that.
the image of it, and I love gore, so I'm like, I will rewatch and watch and watch and watch. But it was like, you loved him. You know, I like to enjoy the Asian community as I am marrying into it. So I love it. I loved this. I love Steven in Beef. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah.
But I loved him in Beef. I feel
wasn't
like
gonna try.
I'm orbiting him real close.
Yeah. You
I'm
see
1
them around.
degree away.
Yeah.
So I love him. And
Then when he got murdered in the show, you were done.
yeah, not done. I just was about to go to sleep and I did not. There was no sleeping.
That's around the time I checked out of the show.
No, I'm in. I'm not going. No matter
Okay.
what happens, because this is what I'll say. I could have checked out pretty early on. It got pretty boring.
You're
and I went,
binging
what
it.
the hell? But I said no, and I'm going to tell you because
I watched it week to week.
No, unacceptable. They're so fucked up about that because in that death that we're talking about, that was a cliffhanger at the end of the season where they just show you they killed someone. They did not show who it was. Fuck you, AMC.
I guess spoiler alert,
you had to
by
wait
the way.
a year?
Yeah, you did. You had to wait a year.
You had to wait a fucking year?
I remember. I mean, I still have that with some show. Well, I haven't had it
I'm
with a show
mad.
recently.
I'm like mad for you guys.
I hadn't had a show like that recently, but I have had at like Mad Men and Mad Men was my favorite show. And
I
when
never
a
got
season,
through it, and I'll go back to it.
when a season would end, and it would be like a year before the next one, I go, I have to keep myself alive another year to see like who knows when I'm going to get to the end of this thing. I remember Game of Thrones. I was like, I remember when it started, and I felt like I lived a lifetime, and I was like, I have to stay alive. They're gonna make me wait a year and a half to see what the fuck happens.
I feel that way,
here.
and I'm so grateful to Jeff Probst for this, but I feel like my life is just living one season of Survivor to another season of Survivor. I'm like, it's like either there's two types of Annie, when Survivor's on and when Survivor's off. But I will say thank you to Jeff Probst and all of the kind people over there at CBS who give us a season almost, there's only like 3 months off.
But there's no writing or plot to it. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms
That's
of that.
what you think.
No, but I know there's like a plot or whatever. It's a reality show. But I'm saying with Mad Men, they'd be like,
No, I know. It's unacceptable.
yeah, they'd be like fall of 2019. And you're like, it's 2016.
No, it's so bad. And then like with like a show like Euphoria where there's all this fight in the cast and Cass is dying and shit's happening and stuff. And they're finally like, okay, we're finally going to go. And it's like, are we interested anymore in these? First of all, they were already like in their 30s playing high schoolers.
Yeah.
So now they have to, the whole storyline screwed.
Well, Stranger Things, they're coming out. Thank God it's the final season. But like last year, they were like,
Millie Bobby Brown is
what's
married.
up, 11? Yeah, 11's got C cups. I mean, it's
11.
she's got, and then like the one dude's like, hey there, 11, how are you? It's like his voice dropped massively.
Well,
like
how
Wolfgang,
gross
whatever.
is
He's
it
got
to
like
watch? Okay, so in The Walking Dead, the character Carl, the son, it is. I don't want to watch a teenager age. I don't want to see a.
Could you imagine a teenager going through puberty during the zombie apocalypse? That
No,
would
and
be,
it's like
I'd be like,
you're just seeing him at the ugliest, grossest phase of his life. It's just so disgusting. They're so.
and they had to keep him in
gross.
that dumb outfit.
The
Now he's
outfit's
got long
so
hair.
Stupid.
Carl.
Well, they're trying to cover. Well, by the way, Carl,
No, that's just the way he
Daryl,
talks.
Merle.
He's
Merle, Daryl, Carl.
he's a British person, so he's
No,
like,
I know, which is so funny.
Carl.
And everything they're doing, I'm surprised they didn't just get a white guy and tape his eyes up to make him Asian. It is like, can you not just get a Southerner?
Right?
Why are we bringing these Brits over? Which, by the way, I love all the actors in this. I'm not complaining, but it is like you see him struggle.
Yeah.
He's struggling.
Yeah.
He's struggling every
Daryl
time.
Merrill.
Daryl, Carl, Merle.
That's like that fucking.
Girl.
I can't watch that dragon show because they're all like
Morgan.
Dragon, Dagon, Sagon, Bagon. I'm like, can we pick a different
Guys,
name?
I watched every episode of Game of Thrones.
I cannot watch this dragon
if Cersei's the good one or the bad one. I don't know which is she, the
that's so
blonde
funny.
one. I don't know which is which. I tried to read Dune. By the way, I tried to read Dune, which me trying to read is
so
crazy.
funny.
I was like, why is everything with an A? Every one of them's an A? Are you fucking kidding me?
I remember I asked Annie if she watched this session, and she was like, "Are you out of your mind?"
No, I watched it. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm like, he's the dad of all of them. I don't understand. And by the
Annie's
way,
like, I'm
don't
watching
give me
a show
random
about
ginger and this group of family members. You need to make the siblings look alike.
And she was like, "I'm just watching a show about meetings."
It wasn't just meetings. And, oh my God.
It was so.
And everyone's like, it's amazing. And I'm like, I guess it was amazing. I watched all of it. I'm like, I guess it was amazing.
Well, let's get to a sports thing.
Let's go. Girl, Morgan.
So at the All-Star game, this was a big deal. The
what?
All-Star game was pretty mid. The
what
Major
sport?
League Baseball All-Star game was pretty mid. I look, it's the best All-Star game in all of sports because
Now explain to me what an all-star game is. That's when they just get the best people in and they just...
statistically or fan voting
Who do they
or
play
things.
against?
They play, so there are
other?
divisions.
Oh, right,
National League, American League. Some sports like have changed it up. Like hockey can't get their fucking shit straight. They're like, we're going to do Europeans versus North Americans. We're going to do fucking this versus this. They can't figure it out.
Well, hockey, everyone's like, they're missing teeth.
And hockey is like a
fish
physical.
swimming around in
well,
there.
hockey is a very physical sport. So when they do the All-Star game, none of them are trying. They're all just kind of fucking around. In baseball, you can play for
Yeah,
real.
because their head injuries are so serious that they
Well, in
have.
hockey, they don't have head injuries. Very little. They do have some, but they're very little. I promise.
Have you? Okay.
I promise.
Have
It's
you
not
seen
like football.
interviews?
It's not like football.
You seen the interviews with them?
Yeah, that's
Hockey I went to a lot. Hockey, they fuck each other. They're check.
Yeah, but they're not hitting their
I used
heads.
to try to make Eric Lindros give me eye contact. I'm a child, by the way. How crazy is that? I was just like a little girl, like, look at me, Eric. Like,
You were like,
fucking crazy. Hi,
That's
Eric.
so weird. Oh my God, imagine.
It's crazy. And not even, like, I was like, had a crush on him in the way I had a crush on, like, any boy, like my swim
Of course.
coach.
You know what I was just watching the other day? This is so weird. Like, I watched that movie Waiting.
Mm-hmm.
You remember? And Ryan Reynolds in that movie is like joking about being a pedophile. It's
Yeah.
crazy to me. And I mean, I'm not like, I'm not clutching my pearls about it or anything like that. I don't really give a
Clutch
shit.
your pearls.
But it's so
This
weird.
is where you're.
They
this
like
is
bring in, they go
where
like,
we fail as a country.
they bring
Clutch
it
your pearls
like in
at
the
that.
end, he's like a good guy because he doesn't fuck the girl until she turns 18 a week later. It's still like kind of crazy that but I mean, now he's like a titan of industry. He does Mint Mobile.
And
They used to do
Skylar
ads with this.
Stone's. That was Skylar Stone's big.
Yeah, he was in that movie.
big movie.
Yeah, he was my he put me on my first time on the Comedy Store stage for the first time ever. Reluctantly, he put me up.
Skylar Stone.
I've told that story.
He's
maybe.
always a stone away.
Skylar Stone he used to have a show at the Comedy Store, and Tom was doing it, and I lived here for like a week, and Tom was like, "Come hang out," and I was like, "Okay." So I'm just hanging out with Tom in the main room, green room, and Jamie Kennedy and Steve-O both don't show up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's really a fun green room to be in.
That would have been fun, but they
As
both
a stunt boy yourself.
they were on the show. Yeah, I know.
As
These
a
guys
fucking king stunt boys.
Well, get this. So like they both don't show up. So Skylar Stone goes to Tom. Can he do 10 minutes right in front of me? He
That's
asked that
nice.
question. And Tom.
No, wait. This is a good story.
No, it is a good story, but it's
And
just
Tom goes,
funny that.
What if Tom was like,
Yeah,
that would be bad.
No, Tom was like offended. He was like, he opens for me in theaters. Yeah, he could do 10 minutes. And I was like,
This is a great story. There's nothing negative about this story.
I know. I'm telling you.
You were like, he begrudgingly put mine. He asked for you to go.
No. It was just funny to me though that he said that in front of me.
I think this is like a great. That's like a good.
So yeah, so like right before I go up though, he goes, "You're gonna do like 10 or so?" I go, "Sure." And he goes, "All right." And then he comes back to me right before I go on stage. He goes, "Go till you see the light." Which
Oh
is
my
like,
God, were you dying?
So I went up and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna go up past. There's no way they're not gonna light me."
Was
at
one of
10
them
minutes. They don't
showing
even know who
up?
I'm literally, no one knows who
Yeah.
I am there.
He's not even a roach yet.
I'm
He's just a
not
little
even
larva.
on the I just literally moved here a week before. And like, I bet if like Adam Egan
Buffalo?
yeah. And so it's the main room, by the way. So like, I go up, I can't believe I'm doing this. I do like fire 10 minutes. I just go crazy and like do like a 10-minute set. It went great. And then there's no light yet. So I'm like, shit. So then I'm just
Where are you from?
Then I'm just grabbing. I didn't even do that. I just started doing
How long you guys been married?
random jokes in my arsenal. And
Yeah.
then, like it's getting crazy. And I'm like,
It's so funny that isn't what you're doing all the time because that's all I'm doing. Random jokes from my arsenal.
I know it's
Every set I've ever done.
mine go in kind of in order or what have
Yeah.
you. But like, or I just plan it out a little bit. But like, so now I'm just pulling shit out. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I've been up here for a long time. Still don't see a light. Finally, I think I see it. Like it's that red one. It comes on and I go, all right. And I wrap it up and they bring out a door guy after me. And I can't remember who it was, but I get off. I look at my thing. I was on stage for 25 minutes before they lit me.
And he wasn't even sure if you're going to be able to do 10.
Yeah, they just let me go.
What was he waiting for one of them to show up?
He was hoping one of them would show up. None of them showed up. So I did both their sets basically.
I love when people cancel in the middle of the show. I actually don't even hate it. You just go, oh, well.
But anywho, that was a wild tangent because we were talking about Ryan Reynolds playing a pedophile.
No, because Skylar's in it. We haven't mentioned
Yeah,
Skylar being in waiting.
But anywho, so the
I love
All-Star
Skylar.
game happened last week or so, or a week or two, maybe like a week and a half ago. But I haven't been able to talk about this yet. This is the national anthem before the home run derby. Let's watch it together. Have you seen this?
Of course.
Oh, okay. So you do know what this is. This is fun.
Broad stripes and bright stars.
By the way, at this point, I'm thinking it's good.
Right.
I thought she was like Bjork.
It started to get bad for a second.
Or the ramparts we watched.
I'm like, this woman's like Bjork. She's foreign.
You expect her to be like dressing like having like a dove.
I love to sing.
Here's that right there.
That's bad. That's bad. Pause it. So at this point, I still think it's like Bjork because I'm like,
What
her
she
name
did-
is what? Ingrid Andress. I go, oh, she's like some Nordic lady who's like, I like to sing. I'm so happy to be.
I'd be like,
in
get out of my
America."
country. You don't sing our anthem.
And she goes, oh, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm thinking like, no, she's just being like artsy.
Well,
or
I'm
whatever.
like, she's probably nervous, right? So at this point, she's probably nervous. She dropped a couple of the keys notes. I don't know. What
She's
they're
a
called.
4-time Grammy
And then
winner.
I go, I think nominee.
Winner.
I've never heard of this bitch. Anyway, so then, not that I'm like a big old Grammy bitch. They call me Grammy Annie. But I will say that I still thought she could pull it together. I went, okay, she's kind of fucking up, but she's going to pull it together.
What's it say?
Yeah, she is a
For
Grammy winner.
country. So like now that I hear she's country, I go, well, this doesn't sound like any
And
country.
I wish she had
music.
kind of like, no. Like,
Yeah,
why
she
don't you,
could.
like,
I mean, she
could,
should have been like the bombs burr, in air, like that
good,
kind of
Josh.
shit. Thank you. No, I'm good. But play the rest of it because it gets worse somehow.
Through the night that our flag was still there.
Oh, this is bad. When you start missing the words. Oh, there she is.
Are
She's
they booing?
cute too.
Oh, saved us.
Show Alec Bomb.
She's like,
They go stars. I think because it's Texas.
she does look drunk.
She does look or hungover.
She looks fucking drunk, dude.
Oh, that's where it gets bad. That's where it gets real bad.
Oh.
Yeah, she definitely, now that I know she was, so that's the moral of the story, folks. If you haven't heard, she came out on the old Instagram and was like, I'm wasted all the time and I'm going to rehab.
That was awesome, actually. She does look a little Haktua, doesn't she?
Well, yeah, she's like a
She's a
country
Tula
lady.
Haley.
I thought she was
She's a
some
little Haley,
foreigner
whatever.
or something. Don't besmirch the hawk to a girl with this. But look at, I mean, she is cute or whatever, but she
What does
definitely
besmirch mean?
to sully their name.
I'm selling, it would be selling her with her.
No.
We like Haktua in this?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
She does look kind of drunk there. You're
And
right.
how old is she?
So this lady checked into
Because
rehab.
I
though.
do think the alcohol may be aging her a little bit because I think she might
She's
be younger.
32.
Oh no, she looks good. For 32. I was thinking she was like 22. And
Can you pull up the post that she wrote?
Her post is pretty funny. And by
I
the
mean,
way,
it was like insane. She gets smoked on the internet. The internet just tortures her, which made me feel bad for her.
Of
Because again, I
course,
thought
who
she was
cares?
some foreign lady who was like trying to sing the national anthem or whatever. It's that Instagram thing with the black background.
But also, I did not know her, and I know who she is now. So this
of
is
course,
not
now
bad,
she's gonna be. We're gonna be like, oh, the
and
anthem
then if
lady?
she puts out good music afterwards, we're gonna be like, oh my god, her music's really good.
Also,
It's
can I say
crazy.
this? The home run derby, though competitive, mid as hell. It was like one of the lamest derbies in a long time.
There's a picture of Carl.
We can't find the post.
Sorry, it just I lost internet for a second. There we go.
There it is.
I'm not going to bullshit y'all. I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need. That was not me last night. I apologize to MLB, all the fans in this country I love so much for that rendition. I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I hear it's super fun.
This girl rules. I'm sorry. I like this girl a lot. I do wish she was 23.
You know what?
32 is a little sad.
You know what would have made me happier though, and I would have gotten on my knee on this damn podcast and proposed.
By the way, you pretending like you wouldn't is so funny.
I still probably would, but
probably. What are you talking about?
well, I don't like.
Especially because she's going to rehab. That's so.
No, I don't like that part.
Because you want her to keep drinking.
Well, that's
She's
my
gonna
point.
Keep drinking.
Well, that's my point. Yeah, but I don't want it to get out of
This is
hand. I don't want it to be.
publicity.
I don't want to feel bad.
It's
about
embarrassing. You don't want her to embarrass you.
I don't want to feel bad about it either. Like if she
She's
wrote in
not-
here.
This is not real. She's a country girl. She's fine.
Yeah, but if she wrote in there like I was really drunk during that, LOL, get him next time kind of thing, I would have been like, that's badass.
A PR person had to write this. This is fine. Listen.
You don't think she really went to rehab?
She might go to rehab, but she doesn't have to stick to it.
Well, hit me up, Ingrid. I am on your side.
We like Ingrid.
Yes.
I like Ingrid.
I felt bad she didn't sing it very. I mean, at that point, here's the thing. If I was drunk and I was a singer, I would make it more simple. That's the way I'd get through the national anthem. I sing the national anthem when I play baseball on my stream. When I play Wheel of Baseball, I sing it every time.
I would, first of all, I feel like maybe, are we manifesting a moment of you singing
What?
the national anthem?
I've done it on the
Do
podcast
they-
before. I can do it right now.
No.
You want me to do like a
I want
country
you
person?
to do it at a game.
Oh, I would love that.
And I actually think we can make this happen.
I don't know. I don't
Our
want.
powers
It'll be my
combined.
Roseanne moment. Roseanne, by the way, when she butchered the national anthem, she didn't go, I'm going into rehab. She was like, yeah, I was fucking drunk.
She's like, I was on Ambien.
Yeah.
I thought the flag was white.
What if, she just can see into the future. She goes, wait till you see what I do.
You think
I
this
butchered
is
it?
crazy?
Yeah.
There's going to be things called podcasts, and I'm going to have them with my son.
And he's going to say wild shit.
But okay, I will say, like, as a former drunk girl,
Yeah.
I feel her. I see this. I see it. I don't think she's lying. I think she was fucking hammered.
How old
right?
were you when you quit?
25.
Damn.
But that's why I'm like, I want her to be younger because it's a little old to be this.
To let yourself slide?
But she's succeeding so much, like, and she's winning all of these Grammys and stuff. So I think she has no reason. She didn't have any reason to not be wasted all day.
Well, yeah, like
Post Malone's like fucked up all day, right?
I don't know about fucked up. I mean, I drink beer.
Are you saying that because we met him?
No, I'm not. I'm saying I don't know if he's fucked up. I don't think
I guess I only saw him the times I've seen him.
Yeah, and I seen him when he was partying, and he didn't even seem fucked up then. So why would he be during the day?
He didn't seem
during
fucked
the
up?
day. I don't know. Maybe I was fucked up,
But I've never experienced you being wasted and seeming wasted.
but I
Do you
definitely
feel
been
like
wasted.
you do?
Yeah, I've definitely been.
But
probably
because I'm
around
saying
you.
like when you hang out with me not drinking does that ever come into like become a
No,
problem?
because you're like, it doesn't even, I don't even remember that fact about you.
Right.
Like, because you still hang, you're still at a place.
But I'm saying you can find a girl that went to rehab that's not like
I dated a sober girl and she didn't care either, but there were moments
where you
in
got
the
too
like,
drunk or
once, not even that, but like, there are moments like behind the scenes, like if you're spending all of the time with this person and you're drinking and then you're like experiencing a hangover or like something to that effect, like the aftermath of it, then they're judgy a little bit more, even when you're like, well, this is just kind of part of it.
when Todd's hungover, I'm like, ha ha.
Yeah. I don't like that either.
LOL, ha 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 ha. You got drunk. No, Todd, I will say this. We've never gotten in a fight that's not just me being like PMSing and being a psycho. Which happens very rarely too. Not me being that, but us fighting in that time. But the only time I've ever been annoyed with Todd or mad at Todd is when he's wasted trying to drive. It's so fucking annoying. Even though we all know him drunk is a better driver than me sober, but still. I just have to be like, I have formed such a beautiful life. Please do not put it in jeopardy.
Yeah, no. It's like,
But it is like the only time. So I can see but Todd's so cool.
but that's just also just like a drunk, like stubbornness where he eventually succumbs and you drive. But like, it's annoying, obviously.
Yeah, and let's
but
just
it's
say
like,
he's not putting up a fight about anything ever when he's sober. So
yeah. No, that's my
literally
point, ever. But yeah, no, I mean, I like this lady, and I hope we cross paths someday at a bar.
I hope you cross uglies. Rehab looks fun too. I gotta just say, rehab looks fun is such a good line because doesn't it seem fun? I never got to go to rehab, and I've always been like, "Fuck, rehab looked so."
I
fun.
went to a small one, a court order.
For what?
Not a rehab, but I went to when I got a
Dewey?
DUI.
Right.
I was 22, and it was so.
Were you like it's the I and the DUI?
I tried, but they didn't. What the real? I'll tell you. I don't know if I've spoken in detail about this in the past before. I think I did on like the Honeydew or something. But what the real problem was I had weed on me, and they didn't put that in the. They were so cool with me. They didn't put that in the report at all. They said that they pulled me over or like got me out of the car because they smelled weed. That was like the reason they did the sobriety tests. And then I did the breathalyzer and blew a
I'm just
0.09.
sorry. If you don't want us to smoke weed in a car, don't make it such a cute, fun, beautiful place to smoke weed.
Well, in 2009 in Buffalo, New York, that was the only place I smoked weed because I think I lived at home. Yeah, I lived at home. I would do it on the way home from work, on the way home from bars or whatever.
Hot boxing, getting high as hell.
Yes, exactly. So they said that my car smelled. That's why they did the sobriety. They needed.
It is so embarrassing when you roll the window down when a cop pulls you over and all the smoke comes out, and you're like, "Fuck, you can't get the smoke out." You're like,
"No,
I've
yeah,
been smoking so much in this."
But the cops like were nice to me, and they didn't. They said they didn't find weed. They just said they smelled it. That's why. And then I blew a .09, so I had to get charged with that part of it. Anywho, I had to go to court-ordered rehab, which was just basically group meetings and taking a piss test.
Now, here's my question.
Yeah.
Do a lot of people say you put the I in DUI, or am I the only one?
That's the first time I heard it.
I thought it was going to be a hack storm.
No. Still, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I guess so.
Puts the I in DUI.
The best was when I would be like, I'd leave my cousin's house after playing Madden and just smoking weed all night. And my eyes are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like from smoking weed. And I'd get, Buffalo.
Oh my God.
What?
Your eyes are red, white, and blue. Wow.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, the cops would, in Buffalo, cops are everywhere and they have really nothing to do on the highways. They're troopers just constantly pulling people over. So, I got pulled over one night leaving my cousin's house and the cop goes, "Something fucked up with your eyes?" And I go, "Yes." And then he just let me go.
He bullied you. Wait,
no, he was nice. He was like, because he did like one of those things. He goes, "Something fucked up with your eyes?"
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you hang out with your cousin a lot?
Yeah.
That was like your friend?
Yeah. All
That's
the time.
cool. And what kind of cousin? Is your mom's or dad's?
We're not even technically related.
He was just your cuz?
It's like, okay, so my mother.
He was your what up cuz?
My mother has a best friend who I call my Aunt Shelley.
It's so different when it's a man and we call them uncle. They're definitely molesting.
Well, I call like the.
No, but I'm saying like when you do that with like
I call
a
her
girl,
husband uncle too, but I'm saying I grew up with this, so like I consider.
Say uncle if it hurts when it
I always call
enters.
them my cousins, but they're really technically not blood related. But I think I'm closer to them.
Are you close with any of your actual cousins?
Yeah. I mean, I was, but I mean, not so much anymore.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I feel like we never, because our cousins weren't that close or whatever.
My cousins are all very much older than me, so.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Did you like being the younger one?
I felt like I wanted to be older, but
Yeah.
that got me like I'm able to like always assimilate.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with older, like as growing up, like I would go to like when I worked in a restaurant, I was 14 and everyone was like 19. So I would work and then they would be like, "This guy's cool." Or like when I worked in the radio station, I was like 16 and everyone was like in their
When you say
20s and
restaurant, you mean
30s.
Denny's and your dad was the boss.
No. I worked at Hot Dog Heaven with my father.
You worked at Hot Dog Heaven?
Yeah, and then also, by the way, Hot Dog Heaven, just found out someone sent me an email. They're turning it to a Tim Hortons, those scumbags. Another Tim Hortons, there's one right down the road. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So Canada's really infiltrating. It's coming in.
Tim Hortons is a huge franchise in Buffalo.
It is.
Big time. It's our Dunkin' Donuts.
But there's never been that anywhere else in America, right?
I don't know. I think there are a lot of places.
I've only seen them in Canada.
I think they're in Chicago.
They're
at
trickling
border
down.
towns. Yeah. But between that and then I also worked at a place called Anderson's Frozen Custard where I was a busboy. But yeah, that and the radio. I mean, I always kind of was able to infiltrate.
A custard place needed a busboy?
Yeah, it was like,
Fine dining custard.
no, you just got to clean the tables. Sprinkles everywhere. Someone's got to sweep the sprinkles.
Do you remember they used to be called Jimmy's, and then I think that it turned out to be a racist
I think
term?
that's racist, yeah. I had an uncle.
But why?
I had an Uncle Jimmy, and I would be like, are they named after Uncle Jimmy?
Isn't that so funny? That's what I was saying when they were slating us. I was like, do you think Jenny Slate is like every time someone slates, she's like, ah.
What do they, why is it racist? Because it's like they're like, because they were chocolate, right? The chocolate ones? I don't fucking know.
It's racist to call them Jimmys.
I thought they were
Maybe it's
all
not.
Jimmy's. Rainbow Jimmy's is what I called them.
I've heard them called Jimmy's. It's after
Jimmy's
Jim
is
Crow.
Yeah, Jimmy's is such a fucking East Coast thing. I feel like I only hear sprinkles are so much cuter.
Did you say pop?
Yeah.
You did?
I trained myself to stop.
Because it's fucking weird.
it's
You
dumb.
just out yourself so hard of being from a very specific area. when you do that. It's like too much information too soon.
Yeah.
when you say pop.
You go, oh no.
It's like when Canadians say A or something, and you're like,
Yes.
too, or sorry. It's
I've
like,
tried so hard to relinquish myself from a regional dialect.
yes, because you want to be able to fit in everywhere.
No, it's not that. It's broadcasting strictly. I just always wanted to be a national broadcaster, and I was like, I can't be having a flat A over here. Anyhow, what does it
I'm
say?
a flat A. You got a flat A on your podcast right now.
Apparently there was a Boston Globe story and a Snopes entry that said like Jimmy's are not racist and don't have a racist history. But
You hear
some
that,
people
folks?
maintain they
You
do.
can call them Jimmy's to this day, and I won't cry boo about it. Please bring
Just
back
don't call
Jimmy's.
Don't call them like the coloreds ones.
Black Jimmy's.
The coloreds, yeah. Don't call them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be wild. Chocolate sprinkles. Keep them. Don't call them chocolate Jimmy's. That's all.
Don't.
Well, let's get to this story here. By the way, maybe you can relate because you get a lot of DoorDash item. What's your choice? Uber Eats?
Postmates, but Postmates and DoorDash apparently are the same thing.
Yeah,
or
they're
Uber
the same
Eats
thing.
are the same thing.
They're all probably in there.
Like sometimes I order something from Postmates and then Uber Eats is like, your food's coming, and I go, what is this?
What I've done with Annie, by the way, is I've grabbed a couple like spring cleaning type stories over here because we're getting ready for something exciting I'm going to announce next week. But I've grabbed some stories. See, I still have the paper. That's how old they are in my stack. And then this one is a bit old too. So I actually had DoorDash as a sponsor at one point on the program.
I know, that's why I was like, what am I supposed to say?
No, that's okay. But I'm saying in this case, I saved this one because it's about a bad DoorDash driver.
DoorDash seems like it seems like a ding dong ditch.
It's so you're saying
Like if
is
you
a
dash from the door.
no, it's one that makes sense. Like Postmates, I remember I said something about I'm going to get it on Postmates. My friend's like, what the hell is that? And he goes, oh, you mean Seamless? Like they use that one like in New York a lot.
Oh, Seamless. I used to participate.
So anyhow, a DoorDash driver is being accused of leaving his own feces inside a woman's drink after delivering it to her, police say. Have you ever had a bad delivery?
I had a bad...
One that rivals feces in your drink?
No. Well, what happens is my apartment complex is confusing. So people will sometimes just be lazy, and instead of calling me stuff, they'll just drop the food off at a random door and take a picture, and then I have to, but it's almost fun. It's like
You
a
have to
scavenger
figure
hunt.
it out.
I have to be like, all right, the sun is coming in from this angle, and it could be, and then I'm going up like and it's kind of fun. I actually
It's
don't
like,
hate that.
yeah, that's like a treasure hunt.
It's exciting, and it's usually like crab legs or
so
something
funny.
like really indulgent that I ordered, and I'm like so excited. But I caught the guy just dropping it off somewhere, and he was so guilty. It was really fun to see his face. He was so like, it was like a good power moment for me because he just really knew that he just had quit.
Yes.
Working
He
and
just gave
left.
up and just took
I
a picture
saw him and I
goes,
was like, and I went, ooh, I would have been mad at you. These are crab legs, my friend. I was like, I would have been mad at you.
I am lucky where it's like my door goes to the outside and the building across the way is basically a mirror image of what we have here.
Mm-hmm.
So when I open the door and it's not there, I just look across over the fence, but then I have to walk around the fence and everything.
Yeah.
And then I feel weird. Like people
You're
are going
kinda
to see me
creeping
and
up.
think I'm robbing.
You're
the
going
other-
so close to people's houses too. It's like, I
Yeah.
never, like our apartments have stairs going up a lot
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So it's like, you're really creeping into someone's space.
Right. Because I used to meet them in the street, but then they were like, I was like, you know what? What am I doing?
I don't want to meet in the street.
Bring it to because I was going to the street. Then I'm like, part of me was like, I'm giving him such a big tip. Bring it to the fucking door.
Yeah. And let
How
me
about
give you
that?
another tip, sir. Why don't you come to the
Yeah, I'll still give you a good tip, but I'm saying like, come to the door. I don't want to go out into the streets.
and ring the bell. Don't just leave it, by the way. I don't want to be like, where's my food?
Oh,
Where's
I don't
my
mind
food?
that.
Where's my food?
They
And
can
then
just
it's been
leave it.
sitting out there.
No, they can
ring the
leave it.
doorbell, have the dog bark.
No, you got your notification.
Have the dog bark. I don't
the
want
picture will come and then you go, it's there.
Or it's there.
Do you know what my problem was too? I was it's not that I did get recognized a couple of times.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
When they say, it's like, this one, keep to yourself. Any other time you see me and
one
I'm
guy goes, "You still live here?" I go, "What'd you think I was gonna?"
You're like, this is my nicer apartment.
Yeah.
You should have seen where I was living before.
I go, "What the fuck does that mean?"
I'm like, do you hear a roommate?
Yeah.
I ordered for one,
It was
bitch.
fucked up. But here's it's not even about, and it sounds douchey to be like, I got recognized. But like, this is where it really got cumbersome meeting them in the street and having the interaction was that I started getting repeat drivers.
Whoa.
Like the
That's
same person.
Very weird.
And I did not like that. I did not like the familiarity of the Uber Eats driver.
Well,
or the
for me, that
DoorDash
would
driver.
be devastating when they didn't show up. I'd be like, but we, you know,
But
I
you
lost
just
my
know
mind.
the name of the
When Mine's TVS went out of business by my house, I was like,
That's- yes.
Donna. I went, Donna's gone. I don't see this woman, Donna. I saw her so much. I used to go in to see her. She loved Randy. She loved Todd. She'd always ask. I lost my Donna.
Yeah, Annie gets relationships with cashiers.
It was the same week that Pat Sajak left Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I was losing my mind. I was going out all my steadies. You know, Pat Sajak and I are,
Yeah.
friends.
You have a thing.
we have a thing.
Yes.
I love him. I love his politics.
I don't even know what they are.
Oh, he's so right wing, but he's like climate denying and stuff like that.
Oh,
But he's
I
so funny about it. This is why I like him so much. Like I
Yeah, if you're
believe
making
in the climate-
LOLs, who cares?
Yes, exactly.
Giuseppe, his name is Giuseppe Goncalves,
That pooped?
22, was booked into the Davis County Jail on misdemeanor charges of serendipitous administration. I don't even know what
If
the fuck
you
that means.
name your kid Giuseppe, he is going to be leaving a turd in someone's water.
Listen to how this is a guy shitting in a drink, and this is what they call it on a court thing.
Oh, this poor
A
baby. I hope she didn't take that sip.
A how do you say that fucking word?
Surreptitious.
Surreptitious administration of a deleterious substance.
Why are they writing like this?
Propelling a bodily. This is like the name of the crime that he was charged with. Propelling a bodily substance, reckless endangerment, obstruction of justice, property damage less than $500, and creating a nuisance. On June 30th, a woman called into Centerville police claiming that she found human feces inside her soda.
That's a good frame.
After she
by the
drank
way,
out of it.
that's a good frame.
What do you mean?
To shit in your own cup.
Oh
and
my
then-
God, that is
that's
a
good.
how could
frame.
they prove
They're
it?
not going to DNA that shit.
Yeah.
They're not putting that type of money into.
I don't
this.
like that. That's where your mind went. That's terrifying.
Well, I would rather she did it to him
Then him
than
do it to her.
because I'm not going to do that to someone, but someone could do that to me.
May I ask, and this is my complete ignorance and just lack of
girls
self-worth and
poop?
value. No. I'm saying I would never open my drink to, I'd be like, there'd be ice and shit. I'd be like, you know what I mean?
I think what they're saying is she did sip it.
And it tasted like poop?
You know what that makes me think of? The Nathan For You, where he's trying to get them to make froyo that tastes like shit. That was like his big thing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, would have crushed.
I mean,
Some of
what
these
does shit
flowers-
taste like?
But that's what I'm saying. It's got to taste like it smells. I mean,
Unless it smelled like shit.
it's so upsetting. It's
This
actually
smells
so
like shit.
upsetting.
And then you open it and
It's
be like, there is
actually
shit in here.
I'm actually very upset.
Like, I'm
actually very upset about
I'm
this.
saying, like, how many times have I got? You know what I'm saying? Like, people could put their
You would
pubes
not-
in, and
I
I go,
don't
oh, it's
think-
probably my arm hair.
Yeah, I don't think shit's happened to you.
Have I
think
eaten shit? I don't know. Have I eaten
think
jizz?
shit
Probably. I've
doesn't
probably eaten a lot
I
of
think
jizz.
shit happens very rarely. I think shit coming into it. I think loogies and stuff like that. And if you don't know, my whole thing is if I don't know what's happening, there's no crime.
That's what I say. That's what I just go complete blinders. How much cum have I eaten? Probably a bunch.
By the way, mix everything in, like just mix it all in.
Yeah.
Mix.
This was in her drink, though. And she says, so she
I
found
would be
human feces
very
inside her
upset.
soda after she drank out of it. She told police she ordered the drink from Wendy's, and the DoorDash driver picked it up and delivered it to her home. An officer confirmed her claims by observing the human feces inside her drink. She's like, yeah, that's shit all right. And they put it probably in an evidence bag. According to the affidavit, the Wendy's employee said that
I
the
have a
woman's
question.
drink was made, well, hold on, maybe I'll answer it. Made undisturbed and handed to the DoorDash driver without issue. Security footage corroborates the employee's version of the events.
But they didn't take a sip? Like, what do we think was going to happen?
What do you mean? They're going to take a sip?
They're
of
just
it?
making sure that no shit got put in it.
They're doing they're the security footage shows that no employee tampered with the drink before giving it to the driver.
Oh, I see. In this. Okay.
Yes. So in the security footage, the affidavit reported that the DoorDash driver, later identified as what was his name, Giuseppe, looked into one of the fast food chain's bathrooms. He asked about the bathroom evidently before picking up the victim's order.
What did this woman do to him?
Interesting.
What could she have possibly done to him?
Or did he just know that it was a woman and he's one of these guys that's like, a woman?
Wow. I'm glad you said that. I would have been in trouble if I said that.
I know. Also,
what do you think? Men just do that? I go, no, I just was saying.
He was triggered by her being a.
I'm always like, I don't say.
She's so pretty. I need to shit in her drink. I love how sick
your brain is that it goes to the bad ones too, even.
No, I mean, there are guys like that exist like that they get angered by, they get triggered by beauty. And they're like, she's so pretty. I'm going to be such a piece of shit to her. And then they go and they date these guys usually. After this, Giuseppe collected the victim's order and took it into the same restroom. He stayed inside with the food. That's egregious in itself. So not only did he put the poopy in the drink, he's just taking food into the bathroom with him.
Speckles in the air just getting in.
Yeah. Well, I did tell a story that was funny. I did say that to you about a girl who asked me to hold her beer before I went into the hockey game bathroom. Remember?
Yeah, I can't remember the story.
So I told Annie this story. I don't remember if I told it on this podcast or on Behind the Jeans. And this girl's lovely, and we LOL'd about it after the fact. But so this girl goes, "Will you hold my beer while I go to the bathroom?" I'm like, "Sure." And the reason I was so weirded out by that is because she ate my ass not but like 18 hours before that. It's like, so now you're worried about like it was.
She chose your poo poo.
Yes.
She chose
I see what you're saying.
She's not choosing this bitch's she's not lesbian. She don't want.
I just figured she was like just a gamer type girl,
But girl. Maybe she wanted you to hold it so that she didn't. She was hands free in the bathroom.
Could be, probably. I don't know. It just was.
You were thinking of the poop.
It struck me, yes, as like.
Now, okay.
Because I never was one of these people that like gives a shit about taking my beer into the bathroom.
I have a question. Do any of these people have faces, pictures?
Who's that?
Involved in this story?
Oh, I don't know. I
want to see what
it's from the earlier prep sheet that we had, if you want to see. We have security footage from the victim's doorbell showing the guy Giuseppe delivering the food to her and driving away. According to the affidavit, the DoorDash account was deleted after delivery. So he deleted his DoorDash account.
He knew what he did.
He was like, well, I'm not getting yeah, he did. Because he's like, I'm not getting a review about it. And she can't.
And he thought she wasn't going to remember who he was.
Yeah, she couldn't complain and remember who it was.
And he's like, I'll just work for like Seamless or something instead.
On Friday, the affidavit stated that Giuseppe's car was stopped by a West Bountiful police officer for a traffic violation, prompting Centerville police to conduct a roadside interview with the man.
They said it smelled like shit. It didn't smell like weed.
After reading his Miranda rights in English and Spanish, he was denied being the person who delivered the food to the victim, saying that the person in the doorbell footage was not him. Centerville police showed the man the Wendy's security footage, and he confirmed he was the one who picked up the food and delivered it to the victim.
I mean, it's Wendy's. You really buried the lead there. It was pretty...
I said that.
I didn't know it was Wendy's. I wasn't listening. Oh my God, it was Wendy's?
Yeah.
Who cares? Fucking Wendy's. You deserve a shit in your fucking
Wendy's
drink.
Is great.
Wendy's is not great.
Wendy's chili is top tier.
If it's the chili, you definitely deserve the shit.
Who knows? I probably spooned.
That's a Wendy's. Wendy's is bringing shit with that right there.
Wendy's chili.
I used to love Wendy's.
Wendy's chili and a baked potato.
No, I used to love Wendy's. I used to get the chili, the taco salad.
The taco? Oh, yeah, that was a good one. During the interview, they interviewed the guy. He admitted to police that he went into the restroom with the victim's food, but he only took a piss. That's what he said.
This is so funny that this guy, he did not think he was going to get in trouble for this.
I mean, it's like so easy to trace back.
But to have cops be like, did you doo-doo in this cup? Like, did you poo-poo?
Yeah, that's the thing. To have this be an interview. So,
do you think it was a Dr. Pepper?
Did you take the shit out of the toilet and then
Doesn't
put it into
Dr.
the
Pepper
drink?
feel like the perfect one? Oof. It's like a root beer float of sorts.
I imagine it being
Maybe
a
it's root beer.
Sprite for some reason. And it's just
where you can
clear.
really see that turn.
Yeah. He admitted, so he said that they kept talking to him about it. He said he reversed his statement and admitted to defecating, but denied doing anything to the victim's drink. He's like, all right, did I shit in the bathroom? Yes.
I don't
didn't
know
put it
how
in the
got
drink.
in there. He's like a magician. He's like,
Yeah.
actually,
Is there? I mean, I would check the toilets. Is there something leaking?
this is so funny.
And then so they kept interrogating him or whatever, and he said he didn't do anything to the drink, suggesting the victim was the one who put her own shit in the cup. Then he admitted to going inside the restroom, getting the food and drink, taking the order to the restroom, defecating, and then delivering the food, but was adamant that he did not place the poop into the drink cup.
Why is he admitting any of this? Just lie.
Well, it's because they probably had him under that bright light. They're like, were you taking a shit in there? He goes, all right, I shit in the bathroom.
They're like, do you want a soda? If you want a soda, you better tell us what you did to that lady's soda. Pop.
So after all that,
Is that crazy? We were just talking about pop and then we're talking about this?
Yes. Did I say pop?
No.
Thank God. Thought I was reverting back to my
I would
old
have
times.
left.
Well, you want to hear this story real quick before you leave?
Yeah.
Got one more.
No. I'm not trying to leave.
Okay.
Wait, can I say something that was really
Yeah,
cute
yeah.
that you just did?
What?
When I was talking shit on Wendy's, you went, Wendy's is good. Like it's your girlfriend Wendy I'm talking shit on. No, I like Wendy's. I was just messing around.
Leave Wendy's.
I was just
alone.
joshing you.
Don't you dare.
But you weren't like that. You were like, but
I know.
it's good.
Wendy's is good. So this is from Luke Rutz. He sent this in. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. The thumb of a man in Washington, D.C., who authorities believe is dead. It was cut off to access his mobile payment app and steal money from him. People are doing this out there. They're literally stealing the thumbs of people to get into their... I thought that was just like stuff of Minority Report type sci-fi fiction. But here we are.
Why do you got to bring race into it?
That's
Minority.
I know. I didn't think of it. They didn't have many in that movie.
Is really that's what I'd like to report. Actually,
the body of this
there was
man,
not. Let's just say the Jimmies were rainbow.
the body of Facile Teclamarian.
Don't take Facile.
I don't even know how to say that name. I'm not going to try
Fessel,
anymore.
maybe Fessel.
We're going to call him.
There's a guy
Gentleman.
named Fessy on The Challenge, my favorite reality show. And we call him Fessy, but his name's Fessel.
God, I want to. We got to get you on something where you can run an obstacle course. That's what all these things
Wait,
are. They're just hamsters.
can you just please tell the story? I try to tell the story all the
Yeah,
time
what
of when
story?
we're walking through the parking lot. We're on the road somewhere. And I just happened, for some reason, my ADD just trailed us into the parking lot. Do you remember we were walking
Oh
over
my God,
the-
where were we?
It was
I don't
maybe
remember anything
Utah
that
or
happened.
something.
I know what you're talking about, but not really.
Okay, so we're just like walking back from like a restaurant or maybe from the club to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I just veered. I have ADD, and in ADD, sometimes you're just walking in a weird shaped line. I don't know where I was going. I don't know why we were not.
We were walking through a big mall type parking lot.
And instead of just walking where there's like a path.
It was Raleigh.
Was it in
From
Raleigh?
the club to the hotel.
Oh, yes. Okay. And so, that was actually really fun. Okay. So as we're walking rather than just going like the street or the sidewalk, I have us walking like through the parking spots, over the humps, like the lumps
barriers
of grass,
between like, where the parking lot is like got like
and the little piece of
bushes
grass, and then
and,
it's also got like it's got
trees.
the things, the concrete blocks so you don't drive in.
so
for
cars park like
there's
this,
just
and there's
so many things in the way. There's so many things in the way. And Josh goes, Are you leading me on a blind guy obstacle course or something?
Yeah,
It's so
because we're walking through the parking lot. Imagine walking.
I'm not noticing, by the way. I don't know what we're doing. I'm in marsh. I'm on cement. I'm in marsh. I'm on cement. I'm not noticing. I'm not paying attention to anything ever.
I'm going up curbs. I'm going around bushes. I'm going in the night, by the way, in a dark parking lot. We could just go like 10 feet over here and walk on a straight street.
I just started wandering that way.
It was, and I just followed.
Well, I always think I'm following someone, and then we're somewhere else. And I go, where are we here? And people are like, I was following you. And I'm like, oh.
That's so funny. Well, in this case, this guy got his thumb cut off, and they're using it to
I like it.
use.
Is this thumbs up or thumbs down? I give it a thumbs up.
Well, how long till they're cutting off faces to put on, and then they put on the little thing, and then you can open a phone?
Well, maybe this is now we need to start saying maybe we don't use the thumb.
Well, you know what? I don't use any of this shit. I don't use the face. I don't use the thumb.
They don't care.
People
They'll still
make fun
cut all
of
your
me.
shit off.
People
They'll
make-
still cut your thumb off.
People
They don't
can't
know.
believe that I don't use the face one. Like where you stare at it and it opens. I have a code. I type in the code every time I open my phone. And people are like, that's crazy.
You getting ready for that braille?
I guess. I don't know. I can just do it on like I can do it without even looking. People think I'm insane. And I never, now I'm like,
Well, the face thing's
self-conscious.
infuriating.
Why?
when it doesn't capture your face.
Also, I have
Oh,
glasses.
okay, cool.
I have glasses. It's not like looking at my eyes.
I'm like, cool. Oh,
If I was in Minority Report, those little spiders that come up to you and do like, they wouldn't be able to check me. I have no retinas. Except
wow.
this
You
eye.
have
I give them this eye and they can't. They're like, I don't know what the fuck.
You have retina,
Yeah, exactly.
not retini.
Exactly. I just thought it was crazy that they're cutting thumbs off. And
No,
using-
I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it. I say no.
Oh my God, can we play this video from...
I'll say, you have to take my thumb off my dead body. Oh, wait. You were.
Oh, that's not it. Oh, you'd like that though. That's the Mind Freak song.
Love it.
Semen.
Oh, because I got proposed.
I don't
Josh
know where it
came.
is.
Josh was there
Idiot
for my
man.
proposal.
That's my Idiot Man one.
Did we talk about when I got
Idiot
proposed to on
man.
here?
Wait, what?
Remember when I got proposed to and the ring was the wrong size?
We didn't talk about... We talked about it a little bit. We talked
The
about
whole-
Chris Angel. I told kind of the story, but I
But
didn't
the
wanna-
whole bus was filled with just people that love me and know me. And everyone was going, oh, I was so mad. Everyone was going, oh.
Yeah, we were all like, Annie, congrats. And she was so... It was like...
The fucking, by the way, I saw that ding dong. His name's Heavy. He said, he comes up to me, he goes, you ruined my jewelry making career. I go, no, you ruined your jewelry making career.
Yeah, that's so funny.
How did I ruin it when I told the truth that you didn't resize my
Annie
ring?
had some guy named Heavy make her rings,
Yeah, I guess it's on
and
me.
he fucked it up, and then naturally, and then Annie went on which pod was it? Annie Wood or both?
Every
Every podcast you've ever been on, and she torched this guy, and
Which
now
I
he's like,
told him, I go, I'm going to torch you.
yeah. No, she told him.
Well, he said I probably gained weight and that's why it didn't fit. It was a pinky ring.
It was crazy.
He's insane.
And Todd's was extra large, and it fell off in the lazy river. And Todd and I
Of all of the friends to have with you, it's good it was you because you're dedicated and you're a good friend. And
well,
you'll be in
also
it till the
I
end.
brought somebody. I had a guest with
But
me
you are
who was
blind.
also extraordinarily excited to have a task like that.
Yes. Oh gosh.
And she went crazed for it. But we found there was the way we searched in the lazy river for Todd's engagement ring.
Well,
the
he
day
has
was
like
supposed
it's
to propose.
it's his dad's wedding ring, so he
Yeah.
wears the wedding ring.
So it came off. We were like having the best time drinking, sitting, and we were about to get out. And Todd goes, "That was a lot of fun." And then he goes, "Oh my God, my wedding ring's gone, or whatever, my engagement ring." And so now we're like, all right. So we're just walking around I'm checking the filters.
And it's packed. It's like
packed.
summer. It's
And so like
hot.
word gets round the lazy river that Todd's looking for a wedding ring, and there's a guy in there who goes,
And it becomes a very active river. Everyone got off their fat
not really,
asses.
not exactly, but
I wasn't there.
everybody. One man in particular goes, "I'm here every weekend. I find shit in this thing all the time."
That's so funny. I
and
love
then
this guy. He's like, I found shit in a soda once,
get this though. At first, Todd finds it. He finds it, right?
which
He
is
goes,
amazing.
I found it, and someone in an inner tube hits him, and he drops it
again.
like a cartoon. I go, well, pick it up. And he goes, it's gone. And then we couldn't find it for another hour. And this guy we talked to, he goes, I find shit in here all the time. We're like, oh, okay. And then sure enough, that guy goes, here you go, dude. Finds it.
It's when your like ego is attached to like being known as something, you will make it happen. That
I
guy's
guess,
like,
but he's just like good at it. He just goes, I know where the rings go. I know every crevice of this fucking
that's
thing.
so funny.
But so this is another incident that happened in a Walmart. Walmart has some wild shit go on in it. I just was in one recently.
The
and
thumb
it
was Walmart?
Feels like what's that?
The thumb was
no, this
Walmart?
is a different story. But Walmart's when I go, I like going in them. I haven't been in one in a minute, and I went to Joshua Tree, and before it, we stopped in the Walmart, and there's just a vibe.
I hate a Walgreens because it's not Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm like, don't have such a similar name and not be what I want. Walmart is good. Walmart's one of those places where you're like, I didn't realize I could get anything I've ever needed here.
Anything ever, and it's just vibes. There's heightened vibes. You got people from all over the earth on there. There's all people from all walks of life in there. And then you got some, I swear, I had the best at Walmart in Joshua Tree. There was a woman who was like, Doritos, huh? Like when you get something and then they're the greeters. She autistically examined everybody's bags as they went out and had something pithy to say
You
about
liked
something
that?
in the cart. I thought it was sweet.
Okay, because if I'm telling you the story, you're not liking the person.
No, I go, ugh, what a nightmare. But like, also like in that moment, it's a
Cute.
Walmart far, far away. I go in that moment, I'm accepting of it because I'm in her world. She's not in mine. Anyways, also dastardly things occur in a Walmart as we've documented on the
I
show
love
quite a
Josh's
bit.
vocabulary.
Please, let's watch this
He's a
video.
smarty pants.
Facing charges accused of exposing himself to customers in a Walmart parking lot,
showed
Trinell
his
Webster
thumb?
drove to the Winter Haven Walmart on Cypress Gardens Boulevard 2 separate times within the last 2 weeks. Police say he parked beside the vehicles where the female victims were sitting. Webster would take off before officers arrived. But once he was tracked down, he admitted to being at that Walmart, telling deputies he would drive around the parking lot to, quote, decompress. Winter Haven PD believes there could be more victims. If you may have been a victim of this type of crime, give them a call.
I have been a victim of this type of crime.
I'm going to start calling jerking off decompressing. Oh, shit.
I have been a victim of this crime.
How many times have you seen a dick in a parking lot? I mean, unwillingly.
Not a parking lot.
Oh, wait.
But
a subway?
Jogging. Subways. Oh, subways. Subways like a lot.
Subways, I mean, I've seen them a lot in the subway. I remember
chafed.
when I had an office job here in LA, I take the subway every day to work, and there would be crowded trains where people standing room only, where I just see a hobo just like casually, not even like, I guess it would have been less jarring if it was aggressive, but he was casually stroking his dick, like, and I see
it's
that, like,
housed.
I mean,
it's
what did
unhoused.
I call
You
it?
respect this
Did I say
jerking offer.
homeless?
You said hobo.
Oh, I say hobo.
But
all the
hobo's
time.
good.
Hobo's cute.
going back so far that it's
I think they should accept hobo.
hobo's like a cartoon character.
Exactly. It's like it makes him like a fun little like,
no, but
guy
I always
with a
think
bindle.
it's so funny. Like I remember when Ezra Miller, who by the way I just met on Pauly Shore's podcast.
Okay.
Ezra Miller's now a musician. But Ezra Miller was like getting in all this trouble for whatever mood disorder he has where he's freaking out in public and stuff. And but he had become non-binary at that time. I'm assuming he's not. I'm just hoping he's not so I don't have to try to do this. But the rigmarole that they're going through to try to respect his pronouns in the article about how he was like throwing chairs into walls, and it's so funny. I just feel like once you're like, you know,
you're like
once you're exposing yourself in public,
yeah.
I'm gonna call you a hobo.
Yeah,
You're not getting the PC term.
Yeah, you don't want to be called a hobo. Get a house.
Yeah,
move in somewhere.
Get a hobe.
I think hobo's cool.
What does hobo stand for?
I have no idea, but it's like I picture you riding a train. You have a bindle
you have
and
the
a stick.
Yeah,
You're eating a hot dog over a fire. Hobo's fun.
Homeward Bound. Hobo's sweet.
You know what you should also look up? And we should bring these back.
Hobo stands for
Type in the
Homeward
Hobo
Bound.
Code. Type in the Hobo Code.
But you want to know why I like that and why maybe the
I want to see some symbols. Look at that.
because now it's offensive to assume that homeless people want to have a home.
When I was like 8, I tried to memorize these.
This is the Hobo Code?
Yeah, like, so say you're a hobo, right? And you're taking the trains all around and you stop in a town and you go, I wonder what's for me in this town. This is how a hobo that went there before communicates.
Do you know what annoys me about this? No attempt to come into society. Just trying to stay.
It's not about coming into society. It's moving town to town to find which one meshes with you. Maybe I find an opportunity here. Maybe I find a little grift over here. Maybe I chisel someone over here. You know, this will tell you. The Hobo Code will let you know this town's not for us.
So as a kid, you were aspiring to be a hobo.
No. I wasn't aspiring. I just wanted to see a symbol and know what it was. I thought I was like learning calligraphy or something.
Again, this is a weird like pre-braille thing.
So like read some of them at the top. There's like ones that's like animals are here or something. I mean, they got one for everything.
There's a little drawing of a bird. That
is a free telephone. Oh my God. That's so
You get
cute.
a free telephone. Like,
but also you could make these things like either look like a phone.
Yeah, but you don't want regular people with money and houses to know what the hell you're talking about. So then they go.
I like when they say her boobs are not the right shape. she has asymmetric boobs.
Yeah, what do those asymmetric boobs mean?
Yeah, what does it say?
Ill-tempered man lives here.
Yeah, so that means there's a guy here that's a little off his rocker. He's kind of
he's going around slashing up the hobos.
You never know. Ill-tempered means like he gets a little angry about your being around.
You guys, Homeward Bound is so cute.
What's the 2 parallel lines there? There's some cool. Give me some wild ones.
2 parallel lines says the sky's the limit. The
sky's the limit. That means you could become John J. Rockefeller in this town. That's a good one. Those lines. Got to find that.
There's one that has like a cartoon woman with a bunch of little triangles next to it, and that's a kind woman lives here. Tell a pitiful story.
Let's go. Yeah.
What?
No, there's a couple ones where they tell you what kind of like grift to have. They go, tell a sob story here, and you'll get some sympathy.
Am I that
What do you mean?
woman? Even though I seem like a bitch, am I the one like they come tell me? If they're hobos, no. If you smell bad, get the fuck away.
No. You have.
I've changed.
You don't accept people like that, but if, like, say somebody comes around.
I like when they have a job. Like if they have a job, I'll talk to them. But by the way, if you're doing all this, you can get a fucking job. You can be
more people can
engineer.
No, more people can grift you. It's like, tell her your resume. That's what they'll do, that'll be how they get you. Like in the thing, there'll be a symbol like, tell her your resume.
Tell her you're not a hobo.
Tell her a fake resume, and she'll hire you on the spot.
Tell her you think she's funny. I actually had a homeless. This is actually so crazy. I was doing Man on the Street. I was doing Man on the Street, and this guy, I couldn't tell if he was homeless or not until I looked at his shoes. You can always tell, but they're always duct taped on or something. And then he got closer and he reeked, and he'd been homeless for a while. The way he got on my Man on the Street is he goes, "I love your comedy," like a full homeless man. He said that? He goes, "I love your comedy." I go, "You don't know my comedy." He goes, he reminded me of an old joke that I'm bringing back now that I forgot about, where I said found out I can't be a mother because I look bad with short hair.
That's how long ago he had a computer.
I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, what does he know this from? It wasn't like I ever did that on TV. Like, I don't know where this man.
Did you release it like on an album?
I know. I don't know what he knew this from.
I spent my last dollar to see you at the Irvine Improv.
I know. I'm like, this is crazy. So then that happened. But then Jeff Ross had a clip of when we did David Spade together. He was talking to this homeless guy, and like, I'm telling you, homeless. Okay,
yeah.
Like in a bag, in a pile of trash, pops up. And Jeff Ross is like, "Oh, you watched?" Because I guess he yelled out to him, "I saw you on David Spade." And so then he's filming. And he goes, "Who was your favorite?" He goes, "I like the lady, the woman."
Oh.
And I'm like, this is crazy.
Got a hobo fan.
I got hobo fans.
You can call them way worse shit than hobo, I'd imagine. You know?
Well, you know what I won't call them? Late for dinner, because they're not invited.
Yeah, they say a sob story, give a pity story, give like an old war story sometimes.
The owner is out.
I was thinking
That's
about.
fucked up.
I was thinking about getting one of these as a tattoo.
That's a cool idea, but also I don't. You know what I want you to get a tattoo of?
What?
A rich person's code.
They got a rich person code?
It's called the Illuminati.
Yeah. It's all like fucking.
It's a triangle. You just accidentally get like a lesbian tattoo thinking it's the Illuminati.
I don't even think, hobos don't even talk like that anymore. They probably all got their fucking cell phones. They got a cricket plan.
Sometimes I am like, what? The homeless people, the hobos in my neighborhood. I just want to make sure we're being really saying it.
Real quick, type in homeless person playing NCAA 25. I saw somebody be like, this homeless man has a better setup than I do. I was like on TikTok or whatever. I wanted to see.
No, it does annoy you where you're like, we all have to be in society.
It doesn't annoy me. I think it's hilarious how cheap TVs are now. Like even homeless people can have a TV. It's crazy.
But where they get the setups and stuff. I don't understand where they're getting the internet. They're just stealing the internet, I guess.
I saw a guy plug it into a light, like a light pole. There was just an outlet there. It goes gadunk, and he had a whole camp up set up. Crazy. I don't think we're going to be able to find it. Yeah, but I found there was a homeless person playing NCAA 25, which just came out.
Well, the homeless people in my neighborhood have full RVs.
I'm sure it's not on the internet.
I'm like, how are you homeless if you have an RV?
I'm sure it's not on the internet. Well,
they have the RVs. The guy gets in a fight with his girlfriend. She lights his RV on fire. Okay, so there's just this charred RV for...
How do you know the domestic situation of it?
The lady at the coffee shop told me. See, if you talk to people in the neighborhood, you find out what's going on. And so, but then it was just like this burned. It looked like a float from like a parade, and it was just charred.
Oh my Lord.
And it was there for forever. And then they cleaned it, and then immediately the guy was back with another RV. I'm like, are you the richest person alive? Like, what
probably
is going on?
I got insurance on it, right?
Where does the insurance bill go?
I don't know. Is that like your rent is the insurance money? It's like probably cheaper, right?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know how I don't know how people do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I make X amount of dollars and I live the same way I did when I made $25,000. I can't believe it.
The Uber driver can't either.
It's crazy. AnnieLederman.com/shows.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, tell everybody of those. I was going to read your dates for you.
Twitter. Not really on Twitter. X,
it's called now, the kids.
It's my ex. I'm not on it anymore. I'm on
Instagram.
YouTube. Annie Wood is on YouTube.
Yes.
Every Thursday.
It's been doing wonderfully.
It's very fun. It's a great show. Come join us. We got a Patreon if you're annoyed with the beeps.
Yeah.
Bleeps.
Yeah, that's an interesting endeavor. August 30th through 31st, she's going to be in Toronto. Then she's going to be in Eugene, Oregon for one night, September 12th. September 13th and 14th, Tacoma, Washington.
This week in Arizona, he skipped it for some reason.
It wasn't on there. Oh, I'm sorry. Irvine, by the way, the 19th and 20th.
But is it coming out by then? That's
Oh, yeah, that's...
Josh, you're coming with me on Friday, right? Tomorrow?
I can come tomorrow, yeah. Okay. Phoenix, Arizona, July 25th through 27th. Sorry
what else are you
about
going to be doing except sweating? Come sweat with me.
Oh, come on out, Irvine, California. By the way, I am going to be on the road. I'm going to be all over the place coming up here, and I'm going to be in Dallas this very weekend, the 25th and 26th. Or excuse me, the 26th, 27th. Just like Annie's going to be in Phoenix, I'm going to be in Dallas Comedy Club. August 15th, I'll be in Omaha. August 16th and 17th, I'll be in Des Moines. August 24th, I'll be in Boston. TheJoshPotter.com. Come on out. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe, all that dog shit. And
Click that bell.
Click the bell. Hit the like button. I love you
Wait,
very
Josh.
much. Yeah.
Did you know this thing with Instagram that they only show your stuff to your newer followers? So basically, we need to tell all of our followers to unfollow us and refollow us.
Do whatever you got to do, folks. I love you. I don't know how to do the algorithms. But if you rate, review, just click all the stuff a couple times here and there every week. Just
And don't
clicking on
forget,
and off.
guys, he puts the I in DUI.
That's right, baby. Thank you, Annie. I love you.
I love you so much.
Coming to you live and direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson. Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism. Now it's time we hit 'em. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your wards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide. Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side or looking like she just tripped into a moat. I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard of. Pleased to be listening, hit that like and subscribe. So many bills, hats got the mafia vibe. A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right. Been a fan of this guy since a Roach motel. Couple hundred weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time. Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.